Welcome back to the Sibling Group Chat. I'm Owen.
And I'm Cassidy.
And today we're taking a break from the Odyssey review to come back with another trivia episode. It's been a little while. We did one a while ago, I guess. New trivia, new topics. Should be fun.
New champion?
Well, I don't know. You might have, it depends if your questions are fair this time.
I think they're a bit easier this time.
See, I think mine actually might be harder. I think it's a topic you theoretically are more familiar with, but might not know actually my questions for. But
well, I guess we'll see.
Who's going first?
I don't care. I can go first since I have one more question than you do.
All right, go ahead. Fire away.
All right. My topic is Disney princesses.
Oh.
A topic that I think you know fairly well.
Oh, yeah.
This is a BuzzFeed quiz. And according to BuzzFeed, you have to have seen every Disney princess movie to get these all right.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay. Are we going one question at a time?
I don't know. You tell me. Are we going to go 1-1 or like 3-3 or?
We'll go 1-1. Okay.
Okay.
Your first question is, Aurora's dress changes between two colors. Which ones?
Pink and blue.
Correct.
Piece of cake.
Yeah. Actually, the cake changes colors too.
All right, so my question is, my topic is Lego, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So your first question I expect you to get partially, but not completely. All right, where is the Lego headquarters?
Sweden.
Close. Is in Denmark. Is in Billund, Denmark. I guarantee you I did not pronounce the name of that town correctly, but
probably not.
Is in Denmark.
I knew it was somewhere up there. Interesting.
Yep.
All right. Next question. How many sisters does Ariel have?
Oh.
I have multiple choice for all of these, but you just have to tell me if you want them.
Hold on, let me sing the song in my head.
Or out loud.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't actually know that song that well. We'll go 5. Is
that your final answer?
5.
Correct answer is 6.
Ah! I thought she was the 6th. There's 7 in total.
Yep, 7 total.
Okay,
Athena, Alana, Adela, Aquata, Arista, Adrena, and Ariel.
I must have forgot about Adrena. That's on me.
She's forgettable.
Yeah, I think they're all forgettable, actually.
They are.
Anyway, here's a question I actually found interesting when I was researching it. So, the original Lego movie is the highest grossing Lego movie ever. Its sequel is the lowest grossing Lego movie ever. What is the second highest grossing Lego movie?
I'm going to go with the Ninjago movie.
That is correct. Lego Ninjago is the second highest grossing Lego movie. Apparently there's only 4. That. Yeah, I need to watch that one and the Batman one.
Yeah. So there's only 4 Lego movies? The 2 Lego movies, Ninjago and Batman?
Yeah, that's all I saw anyway.
Interesting.
But I thought it was...
Is there a Ninjago series?
There might be. I'm not sure.
That's funny, though. That really checks out, though, that the second one is the lowest grossing.
The second Lego movie is not great.
No. I did see it in theaters, though.
Well, so did I, but it's just not as... It's nowhere near as fun or as good as the original.
No. Alright, interesting question. Here's your next one. Where is Tiana's palace?
Are we talking like in the movie or?
Yeah. She doesn't have one in real life, I don't think.
Okay. So Tiana is from New Orleans, I think. But where her palace is, I have absolutely no idea. Because I've never actually seen the movie.
Really?
No, because because the voodoo guy was scary.
Oh, yeah, we didn't watch it when we were younger. Yeah, I've only
No.
watched it since I've been older. All right, so do you have no answer or do you have a guess?
Africa.
Okay, so it makes sense that you're unclear on this one because you haven't seen the movie, but the answer is New Orleans. She doesn't have a Tiana's Palace is the name of her restaurant, not an
Oh,
actual palace. Yeah.
okay.
hmm
I think I get a half a point for that one.
Yeah, because you were kind of there, but you were kind of misled because you haven't seen the movie.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Where is the biggest Legoland theme park?
Do I get to know where all they are, or do I just have to go right off the top of my head?
Well, I don't actually know where they all are.
Oh,
I didn't
then
look that up.
I'm gonna go with the one in San Diego then.
That is incorrect. It is the one in Florida.
Okay.
That's yeah.
No, yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Um, this one I did not know, but I guessed correctly. Which shoe does Cinderella leave behind at the ball?
Um, left.
Correct. I'd never thought about it before, but in my head, it's like it's the left one.
I totally guessed.
Yeah, well, you guessed right.
All right. Second straight question about Legoland. Where is the oldest Legoland theme park?
Um, San Diego.
No. The answer is Denmark.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And by the way, if anyone comments below and you're like, your answer was incorrect, half of these I took from just the AI overview. I did look at the source on them, but I did take them from AI overview, so
It's okay. AI is probably about as reliable as BuzzFeed, so.
yeah. Anyway, continue.
Okay. What kind of bird? You good?
Yup.
Okay. What kind of bird is Flit in Pocahontas?
I've seen that one like once.
Do you want multiple choice? Honestly,
Sure,
the
why
multiple
not?
choice I feel like would give it away, but whatever. Eagle, hummingbird, blackbird, or ostrich?
Ostrich for sure. Hummingbird?
Yes. Can you imagine if there's an ostrich in Pocahontas?
Yeah.
At least then that would be the most historically inaccurate thing about that movie.
Yeah, I think the most historically inaccurate thing is that she falls in love with John Smith.
Yeah, I don't think there's much historically accurate about it, but that's okay. We don't judge.
But I mean, the
Maybe
fact
we do.
that historically she did marry an English person and they just decided to do a completely different English person is kind of weird.
Okay, but have you ever seen Pocahontas 2?
No,
Because they do bring in John Rolfe in Pocahontas 2.
that's not awkward at all.
Yeah. But then, well, I can't even remember it all. It's kind of crazy. Like, John Smith, she thinks is dead, and then she's in England with John Rolfe, and then John Smith shows up. So there's this whole love triangle going on, and the whole relationship between the two Johns is pretty funny. But I think she does still end up going with John Rolfe. But yeah, that one I think is even more historically inaccurate.
I see.
Yeah.
Moving
All right.
on.
Yeah, your next question.
What is generally considered to be the most common Lego piece?
I'm gonna go with the 4x2 brick.
You're close. It is a brick. It is a by two. It is actually the 1x2 brick.
That makes sense. You probably do use a lot more of those in a set.
Yeah. I figured it was either going to be the 2x2, the 1x2, or the 4x2. Those are like the ones that you use the most, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Until you get to the more advanced things where you use like the Technic stuff more. But
Yeah.
those are more for show and a little more boring and less fun.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
All right. How old is Rapunzel in Tangled?
Before or after her birthday?
I think it's how old she turns on her birthday. This was the one I got wrong, so I think it's how old she turns on her birthday.
I think it's either 16 or 18. I'm going to say 18.
That's correct. And I guessed 16.
Yeah. It's a good thing I got that because I just watched that a couple weeks ago, actually.
Oh, yeah. I didn't expect her to be. I thought she was younger, but shows you what I know.
Yeah. No, it's a little odd for her to fall in love if she's only 16, you know.
Not for a Disney princess.
That's true. Alrighty. This one I think you might get, but you might not.
Okay.
So I believe this is most popular in terms of like the most common or like the most sets it is in. But what minifigure is considered the most popular Lego minifigure?
And you think this is based on how many sets it's in?
Like sets or like different, I don't know, I guess how easy it would be to find it. I wasn't surprised, but this isn't necessarily what I would have assumed.
So don't suppose you're going to tell me if it's a character or generic Lego person.
It's a character, not a generic Lego person.
Okay. Then I'm going to go Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Incorrect. The answer is Batman.
Makes sense. Because you have the whole Batman franchise and the Lego movie.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is I think they count they count like you get Batman and then there's a lot of different Batman like suits and stuff. So I think there's like it's easy to get different Batmans. I think.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking when asking that question. Do you remember I had that old Lego catalog from like 2014 probably. They
Mm-hmm.
should bring back some of those sets, like the Lone Ranger sets they had, or like the castle sets. I have one of that, like the knights and
Yeah.
whatever. They need to bring those back. Those were some cool Lego sets that I wanted, and they don't make them anymore.
We should write to Lego and say, bring back the OG sets.
Honestly,
Well, all of our audience, everyone go write to Lego. I'm pretty sure the 24 of us can get this done.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. This one I lucky guessed because I wasn't too sure about it. What is the name of the island Moana lives on?
Oh, I've never seen Moana, so I have no idea.
Okay, do you want your multiple choice then?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Motayuni, something like that. Tifiti, Maui, or Moana?
Well, Maui and Moana are characters in the movie. This I know. However, I feel like Maui might be the answer as well.
That's
So I'm
final
gonna go
answer.
Maui. I'm gonna go Maui.
That is incorrect. It's Motayuni. I don't know how to say it. The first one I said.
Yeah, well, it goes to show you how much I know about Moana.
Yeah. Well, actually, Tafiti is a character too, but also an island because it's like the angry island god thing that Maui stole her heart, and that's why there's a. It's been a while since I've seen Moana as well, but Tafiti is kind of a character as well.
I see. Well,
Yeah.
this next question is rather interesting, and I actually have something I saw once I'll share after the question. But so the question is, within, I'll say within 10, how many Lego bricks in every million that are made fail to meet the standard to be put in sets or whatever?
Within every million?
Yeah, they are incredibly like precise with making their bricks.
I'm sure. Hmm. I'm gonna go 500.
It is much lower than that actually. The answer is 18 bricks out of 1 million do not meet standard.
Good for Lego.
Yeah, and what's actually cool is I don't know exactly how their bricks get their Like usually, I think their bricks that don't meet standard just get remelted and recast, I guess. But it is
Mm-hmm.
possible that they either slip through or people like from Lego Factory take them or whatever. But you can find Lego bricks. I saw a video about it once, like that don't meet standards, so they're like incomplete bricks on like
Mm-hmm.
eBay and stuff, and they are expensive.
I bet they are. It's just like
Because
so random to collect.
it's like a collectible,
Yeah.
I mean, 18 out of a million is not very many, and most of them probably don't ever leave the factory. So,
Yeah. Cool.
yep,
All right. Where is Beauty and the Beast set?
France.
Yes, that's a pretty easy one. They say it in Be Our Guest.
Yeah,
Also, if you haven't figured it out by the time you get to that song, you're not paying attention.
right. All right. So this one, there's two possible answers because the sources I found had differing answers. But
Okay.
what is the most popular Lego video game?
I don't even know what all there are. I'm gonna go Lego Batman.
Interestingly enough, that's not one of them. I wouldn't have been surprised, but the top two are either Lego Marvel superheroes or Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
I believe it.
Which actually, the funny thing about Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga is it was made in between when they made the prequels and when Disney made their movies, so it's actually no longer the complete saga. But you know,
Yeah, it's the complete saga that's worth watching.
yeah, no
I
kidding.
said it.
You're not wrong. Although The Force Awakens is a decent movie, the last two are pretty terrible though.
Yeah, but that's probably a different podcast episode.
Yeah.
All right. What is the name of Mulan's love interest?
Oh. Um. I don't know.
You want your multiple? I'll give you the multiple choice, but the multiple choice is incredibly easy
Okay.
because they literally just took the names of four love interests, so only one of them sounds correct. But
Okay.
here it is: Prince Eugene, John Smith, Li Shang, or Prince Philip.
I'm guessing it's Li Shang.
I don't know how you figure that out, but that is correct. Also, I don't know why they said Prince Eugene because it's just Eugene, but whatever.
Yeah, they can never get his nose right.
No, or his name apparently.
Yeah. Alrighty. Number 9 on the Lego side. When was Lego founded?
Hmm. 1968.
You're actually incredibly close to the answer of my next question, but the answer to this question is 1932.
Okay.
So
See,
keep
for
that
some
in
reason,
mind.
I really can't picture kids in like World War II playing with Legos, but
Well, and
okay.
see, I don't think they started producing what we know as Legos until like the 1950s, from what I saw. But like the company was
Okay.
founded in 1932.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. This one I'm pretty sure you're going to want the multiple choice for. Who voices Merida in Brave?
See, I've never seen Brave, but I actually feel like I should know this, so I'm gonna ask for the multiple choice.
I didn't know, but I know it's not the other ones, so that's how I got it right. Your options are Kelly MacDonald, Mandy Moore, Reese Witherspoon, and Carrie Fisher.
Reese Witherspoon.
No, Kelly MacDonald.
Yeah, I actually don't know who like any of those people are besides Carrie Fisher. So
Mandy Moore is the voice of Rapunzel. Reese Witherspoon is the one in Legally Blonde, which you've never seen, but I would think that'd be the only thing you maybe would recognize her from. But
no, I have no idea. Anyway, my final Lego question: in what year did Lego introduce Duplo?
we are from planet Duplo, and we have come to destroy you. 2000.
You clearly weren't paying attention when I said you were incredibly
Oh,
close.
yeah. 1967.
You went the wrong way. It's 1969.
Okay. Interesting. That was the last one?
That was it for Lego trivia.
Okay, how did I do?
I was not keeping track. Hold on, let me look. There's only one that I think you got like 100% right, but there's probably some other ones you were like partially right.
Okay. Well, I guess you stumped me this time then.
Yeah. I mean, I think you were on the right track for most of it.
Yeah. All right. Here's your final question.
Alrighty.
What was the first Disney princess film to be released?
Snow White.
Correct, although it's actually called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah, well, you know.
You got 9 out of 11.
You know, Snow White might also be the answer to the worst Disney princess film ever. Not talking about the original, of course, but
I don't know. I would have to compare all the ones that I've avoided at all costs. So
yeah, I know. I haven't seen that one either. It's just the from what I've heard, it's pretty terrible.
yeah. Well, who would have thought? I know more about sports than you think I do, and you know about as much about Disney princesses as I expect you to.
Yeah, I thought you'd do a little bit better on Legos, but I could see where they're a little too specific, I feel like. But
Yeah.
comment below if you think we were switched and how fair we were, who you think did better, whatnot. I'm gonna issue a challenge right now. If we can get this specific trivia episode to 100 listens, I think we'll post a picture of my personal Lego collection on our sibling group chat social media.
Is that 100 listens on just Spotify or Spotify and YouTube combined?
We'll combine them, Spotify and YouTube combined.
All right, you heard it, folks. If you want to see Owen's Lego collection, honestly, my Lego collection's a sight to behold too.
Oh yeah, that one vase full of Lego flowers is just breathtaking.
I have one vase of not Lego flowers and one not Lego American Girl set.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, if you want to see Owen's Lego set, give this a listen, tell your friends to listen, and let us know if you think we should keep doing more trivia episodes. And until next time, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at the Sibling Group Chat, subscribe where you like to listen or watch, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. See ya.